Let's begin there, episode 22, with our 22nd Every Game Changer, Roli K. Sarvani. She's a mentor, she's a coach, she's a mother, she's a daughter, she's a daughter in law, she is a lot of things. And she's currently working on a new project that is for parents and parenting for older parents. I am completely thrilled and excited about this particular project that she's working on. But she's here today live with us. She's going to join us in a bit in this Let's Begin There series to talk about her struggles and experiences that she has been through, the struggles that she has been through, and how did she overcome them? What was her journey like? And that was a little bit of glitch, but not to worry. Roli is joining us in a bit. Before she joins us, let me tell you a little bit about this series. The series, all the everyday game changers, people who are bringing about changes in their everyday life, come on this platform and talk about their journey. Why do they do so? They do so because it is for us audience to take inspiration from them. Because oftentimes we feel that we are completely alone in our journey. That is not the case. There are a lot of people probably going through the same thing or have experienced something similar that we are going through. And through this platform of Let's Begin There series, we get a chance to hear out people's stories and become a part of their journey, because their journey, in the sense we are learning from them, taking inspiration from them and applying those things, because we all have a different success journey, right? We Success means different things to different people. So in that particular journey we all kind of come together, and in this particular episode we are going to talk about, or talk to, Roli Kesavani, and she's going to join us in a bit. Let me just search for her. Roli, invite. I have sent her the request and she should be joining us any minute. More about Roli. Roli has also been to one of the universities in London, and um, she has done her further studies from there. She's moved to India, and she has an experience of almost 15 years as a coach, and she has been helping parents as well in terms of parenting their kids, but as well as parenting their elders. And I'm just checking in again with Roli. Roli hasn't joined us yet. Um, Let me see. Okay. Roli.
Hello,
Hi, Roli.
hi Tanya.
Uh, Hi, Roli. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How was your Christmas?
Very good, very good. Thank you so much for asking that. Thank you so much.
Awesome. I see you are in outdoors. Where are you?
I love to be in open air, and this is where in nature, and which is why I'm
Mm-hmm.
in garden of my
Mm-hmm.
complex. I
Mm-hmm.
chose to be here because it gives me that freedom to be myself.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. It is so important to recognize what are those places that give us good positive energy, where we are feeling ourselves and we can completely be ourselves. I'm so glad you've
Absolutely, and
identified that
that's what
place
I
for
get
yourself.
here. Mm-hmm.
That's lovely. Roli, I have just described a little bit about you, but why don't you tell us a little about your journey?
Okay, so my journey started like 23 years ago. And it
Mm-hmm.
was a very normal as you and me, everyone starts from the beginning, very small steps to take forward. Uh,
Mm.
in operations, training, facilitation, then coaching. So it's like long journey. But where I started my journey of my purpose, which I would really would like to share, is in this lockdown period when people were inside. They had no choice to be outside, meeting people, being in physical, and talking to them. That's where my
Mm.
real journey as a coach internally went. And that's the reason why I chose to be in this garden. Usually people are in the room, they want to be very clear and loud and want to be heard. And here I like to be with people. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I realized, that being alone is not going to make sense to me. I like to be with people. I'm a people person. I love to be with them, support them, inspire them, and get inspiration from them. It doesn't matter it's a small kid or an elderly person or my age or somebody who is lesser than me in experience. Even if for that matter, I tell you, I remember an instance when we met on the first time we were in the washroom. You offered me your lipstick,
Yeah.
and I was like, and then I happened to meet you over the phone and in the room. I was like,
Mm.
wow, so this is the beginning, and this is what I love, is inspirational stuff of people, how they are so graceful in supporting people. And that's what I love. And this is where I would say my journey has been a very, very long journey, from somebody
Mm.
who has realized how you need people around you and how
Yes.
can you be one supportive with them, to them. It's a very, very up, I would say, up and down,
Yeah.
I would say, cycle that goes on. A lot of lows
Yes.
time when I was so alone,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where the realization came that how coaches like us bring in the ray of light to people in times when they are not, when they are alone and they want some support. And I'm there to extend my hand.
Yeah.
So that's what I would like to tell about myself.
Oh, that is so beautiful that you take inspiration from everyday people, be it small children or elders or anyone, and you truly have realized how important it is for you to be around people, people who inspire you, people who support you, and the same you want to create for others as well. Everyone who comes across you, you want to create that the same thing for others. That's such a
Right.
beautiful thought, really. And since you are a coach, a mentor, a leadership coach, and you are already working on a project and you have a family that you're supporting, there must have been a lot of challenges that you must have faced. So, what are those some of the challenges that you face in your everyday life?
The first challenge, that I face every day is managing time between your
Mm.
work and household work. Your purpose of life for me is to work on this project that I've realized in this time when my parents, my in-laws were struggling to get the support. And that's
Mm.
when the realization came that how important is for them to live their life, lead their life their way, their own desires to live every day, every moment, and not to enforce ourselves. We children enforce
Yeah.
ourselves on them when we are small, when we are young. When we grow up, then also we kind of enforce them that, what, live with us, come to our place, just leave everything where you are, what you are. So this is where I see that, a small struggle of not living your desireful moments, your food that you love to eat. You're not able to eat that just because there are certain health challenges, or maybe other
Yeah.
family member doesn't like it. uh, or a smallest of smallest is for the women who are housemakers. For them is watching a TV channel.
Mm.
So these are small things that I also face as a human being. And like I tell you one more thing, that in the house right now, if I would have been there, I would have had continuous some kind of uh, ask in terms of where is this, where is that. So people just feel that if I'm there, I can be approachable. And this is where I, being a coach, want my privacy when I'm working. So slowly
Yeah.
I made them understand that, you know what, everyone has their own space, and you have
Mm-hmm.
to have that time and space for yourself when you're working, and then time and space when you are not working and you are for the people or at house. So this is a small thing for a lot of people, I may say, but for me it's a big thing, that my privacy is very important, and for my clients too. So
Mm.
that's what is the biggest challenge, I would say, on a daily basis I face. So that's what I wanted to say.
Lovely. That's beautiful. So the everyday challenge that you face is related to time management, how to manage your time with your professional chores and your other chores, and to give equal time and feel good about the time that you're giving to every aspect of your life. That's beautiful.
Right.
So, Roly, how are you managing that in the sense, what is it that you are doing on daily basis to overcome this particular challenge?
So the first thing which I learned over the period of 2 years, almost 2 years, I would say, is to
Mm.
be self-aware of who I am, one, and what are my
Yeah.
strengths.
Mm.
What is that I really want to do? How am I going to look at it? So the first thing is self-awareness that you have to do.
Yeah.
And that I did by getting feedback. So I was very open. Initially, I was not so open about feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically from people I feel are my close people. From clients, we expect the feedback, but when it
Yeah.
comes to our people, just not ready. So for me, it was very important that I start accepting the feedback the way I am, even with them and what they really feel. So that was
Yeah.
one thing which I learned to
Mm.
accept. Then, based on those feedback, how am I going to work on those feedback to learn to change the perspective of the people who really have courage to tell me that, you know, what's not working with you, and
Correct.
what we are
Yeah.
feeling is a challenge with you. So that was
Correct.
another thing that I started working. And
Mm-hmm.
my emotional balance, you know, that I had to do, self
Mm.
managing my balance,
Yeah.
emotional aspects, because you are a human being, we all are, and we also go through a lot of ups and downs. And sometimes you may blast, sometimes you may very naive, you may be very supportive, you may be, all that goes on, and I'm sure every single soul has experienced this over a period of these 18, 19 months.
Yeah.
So the most another thing which I did was self talk. You know what, when I got the feedback, I started talking to myself, listening to myself, that is it really true, where am I going wrong? They've shared some examples, is it really, I'm done something doing wrong? So that was
Correct.
another thing which gave me, because you know, when you do self talk, you sometimes accept stuff. You're not accepting because somebody is saying it, you're accepting it because you are saying it to yourself and you're realizing it. Self reflection that you're doing, you're realizing it. And that's what I did.
Absolutely.
Another
Mm.
thing, after this, I all this self talk and all, when I realized that this is what it is, and then uh, I got a lot of clarity, and I started focusing the real challenges that I had
Mm.
internally, my inward journey as a coach, as a human being first, and then as a coach. And that's where I realized that, you know what, my purpose for being who I am is something I still have not discovered. And that's
Yeah.
where I realized that, you know, the purpose of life is so important. And
Absolutely. Mm. Go
this is
ahead. Go ahead.
where I started working on it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I discovered that who I am and what I really want to do. And I started
Mm.
working on that with a very small project, small bits. I started working. Now I'm kind of, putting all the bits together and making a whole picture, whole
Yes.
painting. It's like a
Yes.
jigsaw puzzle which is now getting completed. So I'm working on that, and this is the journey that I had of self-awareness and self-discovery. Very small steps I'm sharing, but I also did one more thing, very important, and I don't know how many people are aware of this concept. It's called soul collage. We make collage for our goals, we make collage for a lot of other
Yeah.
stuff. But I made a
Yeah.
soul collage. It was a soul coaching collage, and I
Wow.
asked help from one of the coach who is expert
Mm.
in soul coaching. And I did that discovery of what my soul really wants to discover, or wants to tell me, and I'm not getting the sign of it. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what was the main reason of my turning point in my life, that that gave me that clarity and focus. So another realization was that what, you should always look for some support. If you really need, acknowledge it. It's okay to ask for support, and that's what I did.
Yeah. Yeah, that is so important. So you mentioned that one of your everyday challenges that you face is related to time management. And what you're doing on everyday basis to overcome that is it starts from self-awareness, like you said, to understand what is important to you, what is your priority. And for self-awareness, it is important that you start getting feedback from the people around you. Um, how do they perceive you? What is their perception of you? And then to not accept it fully, but to check in with yourself. You know, what was happening in that situation? What was I doing? What could be the reason that things have turned out this way? So one is self-awareness, and for self-awareness, taking feedbacks, and then self-reflection and self-talk related to that. And while you were doing all of this, you realized that maybe the purpose of your life is missing somewhere, and that is why you started creating your soul vision. What was that? Soul project. I'm not getting the right word.
Soul
Soul
collage. It's a
collage.
soul
So
coaching
you started
collage
creating
where,
soul collage.
yes.
Okay. So soul collage, you started working on it. That helped you to understand what could be your purpose, and kind of on everyday basis, you are putting the jigsaw puzzles together to see what
Yes.
is the overall picture.
Yep.
Wow. Wow, that is so beautiful. And you did mention what was the turning point for you, that you were questioning what was your purpose. But how did you even begin to question your purpose? At what point were you like, okay, Roli, stop. You need to know what's going on in your life. So what was exactly going on if you'd like to share?
The feedbacks, as I said, people started
Mm,
giving me feedback, and I was kind of checking that, why suddenly, when I'm, and everyone is in here, we are in the house, we should be more close to each other, but there's something which is not happening. It's a discomfort that started with, and then the feedbacks coming in. And the kind of feedback, the frequency of the feedback was like little faster than what usually is used to happen. Then I was kind
mm,
of reflective on myself, and I said, what, it's something is not working. There's something which needs to be worked on. Maybe it's not in a right direction. I'm a coach, though I'm supporting people, but
mm,
there's something inside me is not, in a
mm,
right direction, which I really want to be. And that's where I started checking with myself, and I started connecting with my colleagues, my people who are in the same fraternity. And then I found a couple of them who were very, very genuinely giving me, that it's okay, that it's all right that you have these challenges. We do have these challenges, and we can work it out. Let's have uh, some coaching sessions with each other to support each other, because every soul
yeah.
needs that. And that's where
Yes.
that was the turning point. The feedbacks, I would say, were this turning point, which kind of gave me an insight that you really need something more
Yes.
than what you're doing in the life, and it should be in a direction which you are making yourself happy with. I'm not just working for the sake of working, but I'm working to
Mhm.
be happy. And this is where, when I started working in a small experiment phase, I was really happy with myself, the one kind of,
Mm,
so another thing,
yeah.
things came out of it, not just one, but there are many things that are coming out of it. A lot of ideas are coming, and I'm feeling very happy because it's actually about the people, and I
Yes.
love to be with
Mm,
people. So that's like,
mm,
it's actually going along with my purpose and my happiness. That's the end of
mm.
it
Correct.
that I'm going to achieve.
I must definitely first mention how courageous you must have been to even, look for these feedbacks and to accept them to evaluate. Because it's one thing to go ahead and ask for feedback, hey, what do you think? How are things? And it is completely different to even accept it from an open mind, to accept and to see what are they really trying to say and how you can make something better out of it instead of just defending yourself. Oh no, you got me completely wrong. This is not what happened. That is not what happened. In fact, you took it in and you reflected what could have happened to, make your life even better. And you've put it so beautifully that when you started understanding who you are, what is your purpose based on these feedback and self-reflection, you started feeling happier because you kind of opened your own door, right, to connect with your inner self. You were
Yes.
allowing your inner self to come out in some ways.
Yes. I think this you have put in very, very beautifully that, I've allowed my inner self to express outward and
Mm,
bring in that inner smile and inner happiness. And that's what was my purpose of life. And I think it's for everyone, I would say.
true, true. It is for everyone. Just that we all are so consumed. Even I believe you must have been consumed at one point to not have the time to even reflect and to look within yourself, to recognize or try to think what exactly is going on. And probably that is what is going on with a lot of people. They are not able to give themselves or their inner selves as much importance because they've not yet realized. And with experiences, as time takes things forward, that is when you will realize the way you did. And yeah,
Yes,
that will bring about changes for people. Roly, I'm
right.
really curious to know about the soul collage. So could you tell us a little bit more about it? How do you make it, or what is the detailed concept about it?
So this soul collage, when you look at the first time, you will see it's like a normal collage that we're putting across, but there are, certain ways to read the collage. So
Mm.
it took me around 7, 8 hours of coaching sessions that we
Wow.
had with the coach to
Mm.
interpret what is this collage talking about. So, for example, like
Mm.
I had. Small little heart. I love heart and I love red color. So
Mm.
just to interpret that, I was thinking, oh, wow, I just love this. Let me put it on the collage. And I just put it. And I put it in a place which I felt is the right place for this heart on the collage. And
Mhm.
when the session started, because we are not as a human being talking about or interpreting that heart, what it really means to me. It is our soul, our angels, our blessings that coming from the universe. That's where we start with our interpretation. And when I really did that interpretation was totally different than what my intention of putting that collage at that particular point was, because the collage is
Wow.
divided in 9 different grades, 9 different sections.
Mm.
Every section has a meaning and every section has a message that comes from somewhere, and
Mm.
it is all about your past, your present, your future. And I was so amazed that where it was placed was right in the right place, because what I interpreted was right what I really wanted in my life.
Mm.
And that was a discovery. That was a discovery. It's a new thing I discovered, and I was so intrigued by it that I'm learning it now. I'm learning it for my clients to have much more deeper spiritual
Mm.
and soul coaching for them. So I'm going
Mm.
to incorporate
Mm.
that for them, because I think every soul needs it. We all are soul here in a body,
Mm. Yeah.
and we have a journey, we have a reason to be here on this earth, and we have a journey, we have a purpose. And then you kind of look for your purpose, and that purpose, when it's discovered, you really are happy soul on this earth.
Mm. When the purpose is discovered, you are a happy soul. Wow, somebody's
Y-
honking a lot in the background.
yes, yes, somewhere, and I'm kind of very surprised why is this happening. Maybe it's
Yeah.
a car which is got that security thing, no? When you touch,
Yeah,
peaceful now.
correct.
Yeah, peaceful now.
Oh, yeah, much
Yeah,
better.
very disturbing. I'm sorry for all of you guys who are
No,
listening
no,
to
no,
me.
it's
Thank you
okay.
so much.
It might have been a different experience for them as well. In the
Absolutely.
outdoors. Let's begin their series happening in the outdoors. Amazing.
Yes.
So, Rolly, what I'm understanding about the soul collage is that, please correct me if I'm going wrong anywhere. It is on the first step is that you create your own collage based on whatever you think you want and whatever you need. and you put the stickers and everything. Whatever you are getting attracted to, you're putting it all together in a paper. And once it has been put together, then you start analyzing or decoding it. What are the true messages, or what could be the reason behind putting the all the collages, all the images, all the stickers, all the symbols together? What could it really mean? And where is it coming from? Is it your guiding angel, or is it some spiritual message, or the things related to it? So basically, you start breaking it down further once you have a rough picture with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the
Wow,
most
that really
important
sounds
thing I would say here
exciting. Mm-hmm.
is the role of the coach who actually supports you in
Mm,
decoding it. And my coach was an amazing coach who actually helped me so much to decode. Because you know, when you are on the same frequency, again, this is something is not helping me out. So that is so together when you are in a journey and you're decoding, it's a learning for both the coach and the coachee, and lot
mm,
much more, you know, lot of things are discovered, and this is something which is intriguing. So yeah, it is a discovery of you and your soul, and it's a lot of uh, deep diving happens while you are
yeah,
doing this. um, it's beyond explanation, I would say. You know, it's a
beyond
process to
explanation.
experience.
It is. It is. It definitely sounds like one, because two perceptions are also coming together to break it down, and one of them being a coach who knows where to take you, how to take you, how to guide. All that makes a lot of difference, definitely. And then this soul collage helps you to understand who you are truly and connect with your inner self, and to recognize what is your purpose and to connect with it fully. Lovely. So far we know that your everyday struggle, one of the things that you're struggling with is time management. And then you've shared some ways how you are overcoming it. Self-awareness. For self-awareness, reaching out for feedbacks, and then self-reflection to check in with yourself, what's working out, what's not working out, and then building the whole thing into one. Like there's a jigsaw puzzle and you're putting the puzzles together. So basically, for time management, uh, to give time to yourself, to all the daily chores, to your professional life, to everything, it begins with self-awareness. You need to know what's important to you, who you are at your very core, and what you're working towards. And these things about self-awareness, self-reflection will help you to even identify what is your purpose. And once you know your purpose,
Absolutely.
and once you know what's your purpose, then it will help you to automatically manage your time, right? Because you know what to
Right.
prioritize, what to not prioritize, what is holding you back, what is going to take you forward.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Rightly put. Very rightly put.
Okay, is there something more that you would like to tell people? So, other than self-reflection, because for people to even understand or realize what could be the importance of self-awareness, there needs to be a spark, some kind of an ignition, something that makes them want to check in with themselves or with others, see what's going on. So, what would you like to say about that?
See, one thing what self-awareness is, whenever you have a resistance,
Yeah.
whenever you have a limiting belief, you know what somebody is telling you something, because this is a resistance, we're not ready to accept something.
Hmm.
That's the point to check in that, you know, what's not working, because why am I not accepting something which a lot of people are telling me and I'm not ready to listen to? So the first thing is you have to pause yourself. Pause and listen to your inner voice. What's actually, you know, going on in there? And
Hmm.
why am I, self-doubting that, you know, is it right or wrong? You know, you're not
Hmm.
here to self-doubt, because your confidence, the moment you self-doubt yourself, your confidence goes down. Everything else
True.
that you're trying to manage is going to go tops. It's going to be just haywire. So the first thing is just pause yourself, listen to what is happening around you, and listen. When I say listen, it means that, you know, all the actions, what's said, what's not said, try and interpret there that, you know, how it's connecting with you directly,
Hmm.
and what's the sign that's giving you the connection that you're making with it.
Hmm.
Is going to give you a lot of awareness, and then self-managing is, you know, you have to pause it to learn it, that, you know, this
Correct.
is my learning. So
Hmm.
if I'm not pausing, a lot of voices goes in, and because of so much of self-talk and lots of voice which are talking within your head, it doesn't give you chance to listen to
Mm.
anything that's not as per your liking.
True. True.
So it's important to stand and stop everything else and take a pause and do a reflection and listen to everything that's going around you. So
Hmm.
after you do the listening, you're able to connect.
Hmm.
When you're making the connection, a lot of clarity comes into picture. And with this clarity, you're able to see what you really want to see.
Yes. Yes.
And then
You.
that's where you
Mm-hmm.
arrive to your purpose.
Mm-hmm. And that is how you arrive to your purpose.
That's
So
what has made me up.
that's beautiful. So it definitely starts from self-awareness, like you've mentioned, that you need to become aware about yourself because a lot of clarity will take place. You are continuously connecting a lot of things. Why you are resisting something? Why did you want to respond to a certain situation that way? What about a particular situation made you feel bad or made you feel good? What exactly is going on? So these things, when you are focusing on these things, you are able to make better connections, and these connections give you clarity. Hmm.
Right. In a way, I would say I've used 5 why technique.
Okay.
All the 5 times when you're giving an answer to yourself, one why. So why this answer is coming to you? Another why. Then why
Okay.
are you thinking in these lines? Another why. So deep down till you reach the fifth one, you're able to reach to the tip of the funnel, which is in inverted funnel. So you
Yeah.
get to really filter out all those things which you were assuming and you were imposing and assuming a lot about it.
Hmm.
And the clarity comes when you're asking all the reasons to your giving doing this. Then you reach.
So your video has um yeah, your video had paused for a bit. Can you please repeat it again? The reasons part.
Okay, so the reason, when you're asking 5 times, the reason why are you doing this? And then again, there is an answer comes to you, and you are question it again, why? Question it again, why? Till the time you reach a place where you don't have an answer.
Hmm.
And you see, what? There is an answer, but there is no answer. And now,
Yeah.
where am I going? And this is the part where you get to know, what you really want to know about yourself.
Wow. So it is also about being ready and being prepared for nothing to happen so that something can happen.
Yes, that's where you are doing nothing. You've reached a place where is nothing happening. And that's where you
Wow.
realize there's something needs to be happened here because now you have no answer. But there is a question.
Yes.
And that needs a solution to it. And what's the solution? It's you who is the solution. But you'll have to think beyond your capacity, and everyone has that ability. Everyone is resourceful here, and everyone is blessed with that resource. It's just that you have to stretch yourself a little and attempt to answer those questions. So be
Hmm.
courageous about it. I have a story to narrate. I'm going to just take 1 minute to narrate this story.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, please
actually
go
not a
ahead.
story, it's a very small little poem by one of the German poet. And it's a very beautiful thing that, he has said that there is a river who is flowing, passing by all the turns and, villages and cities and everything. And they're passing and they reach a space, a point where they're ready to meet the ocean. However, river is very, very fearful of meeting the ocean because the river is thinking that, what, I have such a long journey. I've crossed
Hmm.
all my milestones and I have so much difficulty. I've crossed all of them. But now, when I'm ready to meet an ocean, I will lose my identity as a river. And that's where the river was so fearful, but then she took a courage that I don't have a choice. I
Correct.
have to get and I have to meet the ocean. But then when she was ready for it, she realized that, what, there is a transformation happening. The
Hmm.
transformation of identity from being river to an ocean. So now
Hmm.
your identity is changing. You're not a small river, a mighty ocean you're going to become once you
Yeah.
meet the ocean. And this is where we stop because of our resistances, our fears. we don't take the courage to move forward and transform our lives.
Wow. I'm hearing this for the very first time, but it is so beautiful and it is true. We always resist because we have this thing that, okay, we lose our identity. This is not who I am. This is not how I want things to be. This is not as per my plan. But we forget things are not going to happen as per our plan. There is a plan that is already set and it is much better and bigger than what we are thinking about. It is much more profound
Absolutely.
and powerful. So it is about
Uh,
letting go and merging. Yeah.
Right. It is about letting go and merging. And you rightly said that, our soul has a plan already. It's just
Hmm.
that we are following it and we have to make a choice because there is a plan and it might tweak a little here and there, making on choices. What choice are we making? That's
Hmm.
very important. And the moment you make the right choice, which you think is giving you happiness, I'm sure it's going to spread happiness across.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because when you have this feeling that you're making the right choice, there is an inner excitement, there's an inner joy that makes you work towards the things, even if you have to put 100 times the efforts. You're more
Yes.
willing to put that effort because you're feeling good about this particular new decision, new idea that has suddenly surfaced.
Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely true.
Wow. Wow. We have gone a little too deep in this particular conversation, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it because really, I think this is the first time that we were going into the depth of, the soul and the spiritual path and everything. So I have totally enjoyed this particular conversation with you. How are you feeling having shared your story with us?
First of all, I have to thank you for inviting me on this talk. It was amazing asking the question and me giving this opportunity to share it. My experience for the first time, which I had just about 3, 4 months ago, and this discovery, the new discovery that I had for myself, I think I'm sharing it for the first time that I'm just amazing, that amazing feeling, that expression I
Hmm.
couldn't have shared anywhere else if you wouldn't have asked me that question. And I probably would have amazing conversation. Thank you so much.
Um, Sorry, your video had paused again, and the video is stuck for now. I can hear you. Okay, yeah. Now you're back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was an amazing conversation and I loved it thoroughly. And I'm sure people who are listening to us or will listen in future will have some value add to them in their life because of
Definitely.
you.
Mhm. No, because of you as well. You've shared and
Together.
you shared it in a structured way. I love that about our conversation today because there was a proper structure in which you were saying, okay, so this had happened, that had happened, and this is how you went there. And it was amazing. It was easier to follow through and understand how your story has been, what were your learnings, and it is a skill to even come out and share with people the way you have done.
Thank you so
Life
much.
coach Vaishali saying hi, Roli. Yeah.
Yeah, we know each other. We are some from the same group where we have a lot of learning together. So she's also an amazing coach, and which is why. And thank you to Vaishali that she joined. Thank you, Vaishali, and hi to you.
Thank you, Vaishali, for joining us. Okay. Before we leave the conversation, Roli, what would you like to tell our audience? Let's begin where?
Well, you know what? I was thinking so much that what do I say? Because there's a lot to say. So, the journey that I started with of self-awareness. So I will say, let's begin there by self-awareness and finding a purpose to life.
Yes. Yeah. Let's begin by self-awareness and finding a purpose to life. Because
Yeah.
once we know that, then everything kind of aligns. And if we look at it from today's perspective about time management, then automatically we know what to prioritize, what is going to help us to reach our purpose. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much. And I'm also excited to say one thing, Tanya, that this is the end of the year, the last week, last Sunday. And I'm so happy that I'm ending with such a beautiful sharing with so many people who are going to watch in future and watching right now and listening. So thanks to all of you and to you. for this amazing year end for me.
And thank you for giving us this. It was like a perfect sum up. What we need to do before we enter 2022, right? It's so important to reflect on our life and to, connect with our inner selves and to generate more self-awareness so that we recognize what is our purpose. So that the next year, when we are going to put in our hard work and efforts, it is purposeful instead of,
Absolutely.
just running around like a headless chicken.
Right.
So it was a
Yeah.
perfect summer. This is what we needed before ending our session. Thank you so much, Rolly.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you. Bye. And I will speak to you soon. Okay,
Sure,
lovely.
Tanya. Thank you. Bye bye. Love you too.
Happy New Year to you and to all the people who are watching us right now and who are going to watch us later on. Happy New Year. Have an amazing year ahead and hope it is full of joy and fills your heart and life with warmth and contentment and happiness and all the positivity to all of you.
Yes, Happy New Year to everyone with a lot of happiness, warmth, and purpose in life.
Yes.
Begin with purpose in life.
Yes,
Bye.
begin with purpose in life. Bye.